How do I keep moving forward when I feel like I've fluffed up so many times and so many things? I do my best for me and my family each and every day to be my best self. I'm not perfect by any means. In fact, I've been a hot mess most of my life. Let's keep it real. And we are always more. I needed to take a step back, take a pause, to realign with myself. Because no matter how much work I do, things I heal, feel, and walk through, and Woosah that I do, there's always more to love and grow through. Even when I do all the things right, calling in the ancestors, meditating, Woosah in a bottle, I'm human. Stuff pops up and I make mistakes. We all are. I'm a work in progress. So are you. There's no quick pill or quick fix to heal the pains and stuff that's inside. And it's okay, and we don't always know where they come from. And again, there's no blame and shame. It's about forgiveness. So thankfully and gratefully today, I know that it starts a lot with forgiveness and attitude. And it's an attitude of gratitude that's helped me shift. So another thing is, yep, this is an addiction I picked up. It's one of the first self-harming addictions. And I never really showed it on camera. It's one of the things that I held shame on. It's been one of my longest coping skills that I picked up. And it wasn't until just now when I was recording this that I realized that maybe I can heal this part finally too. Just by forgiving myself. Because a couple of weeks ago, Jazz was honest enough for me and to me to let me know that it had been a thought for her. So change begins in me, and I'm not perfect. I'm learning. We're all learning. When I say I'm a coach, it's because I walk through the trenches and I go through the stuff because I know through the other end, it's worth it. Because the me I am today, I'm proud of. And it's okay if others aren't proud of me. It's okay. We all have our own stuff. And for me today, what that means is, even though we have our own stuff, we can either talk about it with kindness to each other, or, and this is again for me too, see 3 fingers point at me, or I can shut this and shift my own shiitake to figure out why I was triggered and I was about to say something that was icky to somebody else. It's not a perfect thing. It's a learning curve. It's a lot easier to do at home in our sanctuary than it is for me out in the real world. So when I say you people, that's why I say you people. When I ask for help, which is new for me, and was the hardest thing for me to do up until now. In the past, it hadn't been received well or given well. Way too much by me and others. There's been too much bickering and judgment, rather than the love and kindness and openness and grace. And again, I did it too. We all do. So, I had a retreat at the beginning of this dream. I guess it started to become that retreat in getting a closer circle. Not that I don't love my outer circle anymore. I love them to pieces. In fact, it's because that love that I don't show up all the time. Because I don't want to hurt. Because of my reactions. Because of the things I need to heal in me. I know I only talk about, or have up until now, talked about on Facebook and all the social platforms and stuff, the positives in some of the work. But it takes a lot more than that to shift and change all those negative thought patterns and belief patterns and self-talk. Look up neuroplasticity and see some things I'm talking about. Neuroplasticity in conscious language helps, especially if you, like me, want to finally find inner peace and happiness no matter what the outside circumstances are, no matter what others have told you you are. So, why I don't go out or bring my family out to many places is because I'm not there yet. I am very in tune with my energy today, and it feels so much better to be sharing that love vibration. And I didn't understand completely up until I felt the difference in that love vibration and how when communities show up with the majority in love vibration, it can hold love vibration. And when half or more are in the love, fear, cha-cha dance vibration, there's that up and down grind that it doesn't feel good anymore. And for me, I'm just not there yet. I'm very passionate, and a lot of people take that to be venom and anger and hurtful. And I get it, because that's me in some places too, and that's okay. And some may not understand, and that's okay too. I didn't either. But for me, to break the cycles of negative self-talk, I and we had to stop speaking the ill will towards each other, to each other, and about each other, at least in our home, and most importantly, ourselves. And we're perfectly imperfect. We all are. When we began removing the majority of the toxic chemicals from our life, it began the next steps of shifting some of those toxic areas of our life. Because what I realized is the more I felt better, the more I wanted to feel better. And the more that fighting, poking, and ick that we were all stuck in before really didn't feel good. And I just knew in my heart at that moment, there's got to be a different way, especially since I'm the majority of the one that's showing up that way. It's been a lot of work. It's been a long journey. And today it's important to keep my inner peace. Even if some may not agree. It's okay. Thank you. I have more to heal in me. Thank you for understanding. I can be sensitive and pick up negativity at times, even with a hazmat suit. And Jazz and Tam do too. I guess I'm kind of more like a dog and animals in that I always have been. And today, I'm honoring that. Because I do, and we do, feel and hear the tones and the vibrations and notice it in us too. Adam's passive aggressive, snide, hurtful, harmful, and way harsh comments, speaking death rather than life over each other. And we can say them too, up until now, as we are doing our best to get better and better. No judgment, no shame. We're all where we are. Until we're ready, the teachers really don't appear. I've been on this journey for 31 years, and in the last 6 years for me have been my biggest lessons and shifts, and I'm thankful. And let's get really real. When the straw breaks, it unlocks and unleashes a raging beast. And all the shame, guilt, feeling broken, worthless, good for nothing except what I did and what I did for others. Just a mean person trying to harm and hurt everyone around. You're crazy. Why do you even live? You're nothing. Nobody loves or even likes you. You should just die. You're never going to be good enough. You should do everyone a favor and off yourself. Jazz and Tam and your fam would be better off without you. And all the not good enoughs and the not enoughs, that darkness creeps in. I never really spoke out about this because of that shame and because of the things that I've heard others say. And I also know that it's time to speak up for it. Jen, thankfully and gratefully, is not on that path. But it was a fear last year when we went through our first year of homeschool. Because how we were approaching it, how I was approaching it, was not helping. It was harming. And I realized then that I needed to shift how I was showing up so I could be a better learning coach and guide for her. Because if we were going to do this, we had to do it. Where we found a compromise. And it's been riding the waves and figuring out and navigating together. But now, that beautiful human in there can show up more and shine and share as her beautiful, unique person, no matter what anybody else thinks. It's worth it to me. So no, I and my family do our best to speak more love and life about each other and our lives. That's very important to us. And if we don't, we come back in a safe space and hear each other and listen to each other so we can grow and learn. Because if we do get those big emotions and feelings, we take a pause to shift it. If you've seen some of my reels lately, I've been thankfully, gratefully blessed to have some beautiful kids that are helping me learn and shift so that we know our worth and they know their worth. And then we can stop those cycles of harm and hurt and telling each other that we're not good because we're different. Isn't it in those differences that we can learn what we really like? Can't we shift that to be more fun? I don't know. I've been called crazy many times before. That's just me. We are all worth it. We all are. And I feel that we need to honor ourselves and our worth as humans. Kind humans. A little more. Starting with ourselves and including me. It's not about telling others how to be. And it's finding who we're meant to be and loving each other in their beautiful messes. At least that's for me. So my family and I, we love everyone we meet, especially with good vibes. Because of my survival skills and mode that kicks in my past experiences, I still protect my instincts and some things. I'm clearing them one by one. But I too many times have shown up to family chosen in blood gatherings to do the right thing. Show up for family. It's the right thing to do. Family's everything. Oh, get over yourself. You're too much. Oh, Crystal, it's not that bad. You're just being a drama queen. And all the things I've heard, said, and been at times. So I show up with my tools. For me, feeling uneasy yet good about it. Semi-hopeful. Sometimes even asking for help. And sometimes forgetting to shift my mindset first. To make sure I forgive myself and others first. Before I show up. And rather than loving open arms, I and we are yet again met with harms and hurts, under breath comments, passive aggressive, sarcastic remarks, jabs, pokes, prods, because we still haven't revealed and healed those past hurts. Some may think it's funny, and I kind of did too at one time. Now, I just say ouch, 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 to the best of my abilities. And that's not always the case. Sometimes my ouch, ouch, ouch flares. We don't know how we harm each other. But when I was blessed with a beautiful gift of a child, I started delving in because I didn't want to be that parent that sent my kid into 30 years plus of finding themselves, allowing love and grace in their life instead of fear and force. I'll share a little more, part 3, but I know that each day I do my best. I'm far from perfect. Every day is anew to do better. I do my best every day to speak, hear, and feel love for myself and my family. There are positive messages all over my house, phone, and my PC for a reason. It takes a lot to shift that stuff that was said so early on by big-hearted, hardcore, heart-centered people that meant it with love. It wasn't felt with love. It was felt with fear, force, and hate. And as a kid, I took that in to mean I wasn't worth anything. No blame, no shame. That's just how it was. So I'm healing me today, and I hope we're all taking that time. 2020 really helped me deep dive into it, and I'm thankful and grateful. Like I said, there will be more in part 3. Thank you guys for being here with me. I love you. I appreciate you. You're not alone.